Hi, this is Dr. Herbert Weinstein again, and the question of the day is today, does acupuncture hurt? And the simple answer for that is really no. And there's a few reasons for it, but the first and foremost is people always envision acupuncture as being an offshoot of a hypodermic needle. Well, folks, it doesn't really work that way. It's a much more simplified needle, a small piece of stainless steel that is so small, so fine, and so sharp that it slides pretty much seamlessly between the tissue, so you don't get a lot of sensation. And we've got a little example here. I'm going to bring up and show you in front of the camera. This is like a little bit of technical know-how, but this is a protective case that the needle resides within before we use it. And we take off the safety tab right here, and let's bring out the needle. And this, if you can see it, is maybe a little bit hard in the background. This is an acupuncture needle. It's very fine, it's very thin. I know from the angle I've got here, what I'm looking at is the spring-loaded handle here, and then the needle itself right there. And if you can see that moving where my finger's kind of plinging against something, it's very small, very thin, very fine gauge wire, and very sharp. So we take this needle essentially, and we just sort of bring up my hand to view here, put it in the skin. Bingo. Voila, I don't know if you can see that, and that's what it is, and you really don't feel much. We insert, different depths and use different techniques to manipulate it depending upon what we're doing, but the sensation factor is almost nil. I can't say that 100% of the time you won't feel the needles, because there are times you will. There are times when I'm going to want you to feel the needles, and there's other times I don't want you to feel much at all. So when you think of acupuncture, think of small, very fine, sharp needles that you really don't feel much. There's not a heck of a lot of pain or discomfort involved, and most of your treatments are very, very relaxing, and that's kind of what it's all about, once again, to remove the blockages in the meridian system and let the water, blood, and qi to freely flow throughout the meridian system. We hit these points with these needles, and we manipulate the needles a little bit. So there's the answer for today's question, and I hope you learned a little bit from this, and I'll be getting back to you with some new videos shortly. Thank you very much.